Good morning on this glorious Easter morning, and welcome to our Church Alive service. I guess you're wondering why I'm standing in front of my display cabinet. Well, it's because I collect eggs, and I don't know how clear you can see them, but I have about 200 in total. And eggs are a potent symbol of what Easter is all about, the life that's contained within them and the potential for new life waiting to burst out. This year, though, Easter is certainly very different. And some people said that it wouldn't happen at all, that because we weren't in churches, we wouldn't celebrate it. But Christians don't need a church building to do that, and we've found many other ways of coming together. And whilst we are very mindful of the suffering that the coronavirus pandemic has caused, we can still celebrate. We can celebrate the good news that is Jesus's death and resurrection. And Kristi Bothur has written a poem which I'd like to share with you now. And it's called How the Virus Stole Easter, and it's got a nod to Dr. Seuss. 'Twas late in 19 when the virus began, bringing chaos and fear to all people, each land. People were sick, hospitals full, doctors overwhelmed, no one in school. As winter gave way to the promise of spring, the virus raged on, touching peasant and king. People hid in their homes from the enemy unseen. They YouTubed and Zoomed, social distance and cleaned. April approached and churches were closed. There won't be an Easter, the world supposed. There won't be church services and egg hunts are out. No reason for new dresses when we can't go about. Holy Week started, as bleak as the rest. The world was focused on masks and on tests. Easter can't happen this year, it proclaimed. Online and at home, it just won't be the same. Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, the days came and went. The virus pressed on, it just would not relent. The world woke on Sunday and nothing had changed. The virus still menaced the people, estranged. Pooh-pooh to the saints, the world was grumbling. They're finding out now that no Easter is coming. They're just waking up. We know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two, and then all the saints will all cry, boo-hoo. That noise, said the world, will be something to hear. So it paused, and the world put a hand to its ear. And it did hear a sound coming through all the skies. It started down low, then started to rise. But the sound wasn't depressed. Why, this sound was triumphant. It couldn't be so, but it grew with abundance. The world stared around, popping its eyes. Then it shook. What it saw was a shocking surprise. Every saint in every nation, the tall and the small, was celebrating Jesus in spite of it all. It hadn't stopped Easter from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the world, with its life quite stuck in quarantine, stood puzzling and puzzling. Just how can it be? It came without bonnets, it came without bunnies, it came without egg hunts, cantatas or money. Then the world thought of something it hadn't before. Maybe Easter, it thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Easter, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, the story's not done. What will you do? Will you share with that one or two or more people needing hope in this night? Will you share the source of your life in this fight? The churches are empty, and so is the tomb. And Jesus is victor over death, doom and gloom. So this year at Easter, let this be our prayer. As the virus still ranges all around everywhere, may the world see hope when it looks at God's people. May the world see the church is not a building or steeple. May the world find faith in Jesus' death and resurrection. May the world find joy in a time of desperation. May 2020 be known as the year of survival. But not only that, let it start a revival. Alleluia! Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Alleluia! So those eggs, as I say, are a reminder of something that is new life for everyone. And in church, we would normally be giving out some chocolate sweet treats of eggs at the end of our service. And I just happen to have some here. But the fact is, I'm not sure they're going to keep until we get back together again. And so, happy Easter.